What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks. Today we got another PrizePicks video for you guys. In today's video, we get the WNBA player props for this Wednesday, July 16th WNBA slate. Got a nice little 5-gamer, a lot of good games to choose from. So we're going to be giving you guys the 2 player props I found on the board so far. Not all the games are up on the moment as to why I uploaded this one so late and just was waiting for some other games to drop, like the Fever versus Liberty. That one should be a pretty solid game, but unfortunately those ones still haven't dropped. But I found 2 other games, 2 of the props I really love on the board. So before getting those, make sure to drop a like, hit subscribe with those post notifications turned on. If you guys are new to the channel, I don't charge for picks or anything. So again, the best way you guys can repay me is again dropping that sub right quick if you guys haven't already, and or liking the video if you guys have been here and returning. It would be much appreciated. It really helps the channel, just gets the algorithm flow and content out there to more people and everything. So if you guys could do that for me, it'd really be very helpful. And a little recap on yesterday's video. Unfortunately, we ended up splitting. It was even our fault though, because we ran into a crazy blowout when it was anticipated for them to win by minus 1.5 the spread was, and unfortunately they got down 20 points all the way in the beginning, or like middle of the second quarter alone. So again, the game was just long gone before it even ended. Again, unfortunately, that's the name of the game with sports betting. Blowouts are going to happen even when the team is favored to win. Again, can't control that. Hopefully we can bounce back on today's video though. And the prop was a really good one, that skis Brittany. Brittany Skis, however you say her last name. It was a pretty good prop. We took her over that 4 assist line. That play got taken down completely, and they only had the goblins and demons available. So again, it was a good read and everything. Just can't control blowouts. She ended up having 3, so missed it by 1 to break even. But either way, though, love the props in today's video. I believe we should have a good bounce back. And without further ado, we're gonna go hop right the props for this Wednesday, July 16th WNBA slate. We're gonna be giving you guys 2 players, Valkyries versus Storm. A player from this game. This one should be a pretty solid one. Spread is minus 5.5, over and under with a total of 158.5. And then we're gonna be giving you guys a player from this Dallas Wings versus the Las Vegas Aces. This should also be another good game. Spread minus 5.5. Over and under is 170.5. So again, 2 very solid games right here in my opinion. Was waiting for this Indiana Fever versus Liberty game, but PrizePicks, they haven't put this one up at the moment. But the other 2, the first 2, these ones are more than likely going to be pretty ugly games. Very lopsided matchups. Dream Sky and then Lynx versus Mercury. Spreads are almost minus 10 on both of them. So just going to be leaving the 2 tightest ones. Hopefully they do us justice with the spread and prediction. Again, unfortunately, yesterday's video, that prediction didn't do us justice at all. Wish really sold the pick, but I believe these ones should be very good games. So our player of the day in today's video, we're going to be rocking with Skylar Diggins over her points and rebounds line at 18.5. Love this line. I feel like there's a lot of juice on this line. Now, if we look at the Valkyries throughout the whole regular season, they ranked second in points allowed. Now, they still give up almost 80 points a game, which is still a lot at the guard position. They're a newer team. Obviously, this is the first time they've played in the whole WNBA league. So they don't got like the guards, forward, center, little spots on this outlier tool because, again, they don't have as much data compared to the other teams that have been in the league for a while. So what I've taken away, though, is they're pretty weak. Their weak point is definitely more so against the guards, smaller players that could just really shoot the ball and everything, dime up and everything. And Skylar Diggins is definitely the player that fits in that role for this Storm team. I love her over the points and rebounds line at 8.5. She's doing a great job on grabbing those rebounds, especially for being a guard. And this team is ranked 7th in rebounds allowed, getting around a total of 34 game. She plays a lot of minutes. Last 10 games on average, she's been seeing 33 minutes a game. Whole WNBA game, there's only 40 minutes. So again, she's definitely been playing a lot of that volume, more than 75% of the game. She's definitely going to be in there, probably 80% plus. So either way, I definitely should see a lot of rebound chances against a mid-tier team in that area. If we look at the last couple games, I believe the normal line is at 16.5 compared to the rebounds with it in there. It's at 18.5. Majority of the games within the last 10, she typically sees at least 2 rebounds. And then if not, she'll have a game with like more like 3, 5, for example, 3 right here. So again, I feel like the juice on this play is just pretty solid with the rebounds in there in addition. But I really like her points line. If we look at Skylar Diggins so far this season alone against them, she's gone over in 2 straight. She played them last month on the 16th and then on the 29th. So again, this one was a couple of months or 2 weeks ago, I believe. She had a total of 18 points and 5 rebounds. First game, she ended up having 21 points solid. So again, she definitely does her thing scoring against this team. Pretty confident scorer. Her shot attempts were very consistent, 16 and 13, shot 44 and 46%. 3-point made field goal percentage was 40%, and Skylar Diggins has actually exceeded this 18.5 points and rebounds line in 5 of her last 6 games at home. So again, she's definitely an advantage with the home court, everything behind her. Again, only missed 1 game out of the last 6, averaging 20 when her line's at 18.5. Now she's going against a team that she's gone 2 out of 2 so far on the season alone. And again, her last 10 games have been pretty solid. If we look at her L's that she took, these were against tough teams. Atlanta Dream, they're one of the best defensive teams against opposing guards. Liberty, they're one of the best teams in the whole league. I believe they're top 3 defense at the moment. And then Washington with Mystics, they actually have a very solid defense against guards, like we explained in yesterday's video. But unfortunately, that defense didn't show up again, which is the parlay. But that has nothing to do with this. Again, the teams that she should be going over against, like Connecticut, Indy, the Valkyries, for example, Connecticut again twice. Again, she typically does her things against the teams that she has great matchups against. So I feel like this one should be a pretty solid one. Her field goal attempts are, again, very consistent by far on anyone on this team. On average, taking around 15 shot attempts a game, shooting 43%. And again, that's damn near identical to what we saw in the last 2 head-to-heads. And then now she has this matchup at home. Again, I feel like that one should definitely be in our favor, just advantage and everything. And if we look at these last 6 home games, the only one that she didn't cover was again this team against the Mystics. But it was just tough matchup in general. Only shot 29%. And I feel like this one's way better, especially the guard position that she does play at. So we're going to be rocking with this one as our play of the day. Skylar Diggins over that points and rebounds line. If you guys are new to the channel, we give you guys a player of the day in every single video. Those are the ones that we're most confident in. I believe should have the best chance of hitting, in my opinion. So we're going to be rocking with this one as the player of the day. Skylar Diggins over that 18.5 points and rebounds line. And then with our second player in today's video, we're going to be looking at a gobble line. Want to take this one at a normal line. We're going to be rocking with A'ja Wilson over her 19.5 points. Now, they took down her normal line when I was making this video. Her normal line was at like 21, I believe. So we're going to have to rock with the Goblin for the sake of video. It's not even that big of a spread. So if you guys are seeing this video and 21 normal points is back up, I'll definitely take that one instead because realistically, it's only 2 points. I feel like it's not going to do much. But if we look at her last 10 games, she's covered this line 7 out of 10 games, only missed 3 games. And if we look at those matchups, they were blowouts. This was a tough matchup against Liberty. Obviously, they have one of the best defenses against opposing centers, which she does play. And then she only played 14 minutes. I'm not sure if she got injured or whatnot. But again, she really wasn't in there at all. Connecticut, they blew them out and got hooked by 0.5. And Sparks, interior, they actually have a decent amount of defense. But love the matchup against Dallas Wings. This one should be a very high scoring game, scoring game of the night. They're ranked 11th in points allowed, giving around a total of almost 87 a game. Now, A'ja, as long as this one's a close game, Dallas Wings are definitely going to be able to keep up with the Aces, in my opinion. Again, back and forth game, and they're very vulnerable against opposing teams in general. And if we look at them against opposing centers, they're ranked 9th, getting around a total of 16 points a game. Obviously, WNBA, the low center thing doesn't really do us justice because it's not really like any dominant centers. Now, A'ja Wilson, she's multiple-time MVP for the WNBA. Last season, she was MVP, went crazy. It was averaging like 30 and like 11 or something. So obviously this season she hasn't been as crazy, but she still definitely has been putting up numbers. Again, covered 20 points in at least 7 out of the last 10 games. So far in the whole season, she's covered the line 60% of the time. She had a little rough start to begin the season with. But outside of that, still like the value last 10 games. On average, she's been taking 14 shot attempts, shooting 48%. Now she's going against the second worst team in the whole league on giving up points. And A'ja Wilson has actually exceeded 21.5 points in 14 of her last 18 games versus bottom 5 defenses. 4 points allowed, averaging 27 points a game out of 18 games. So again, if you take any team similar defensively to Dallas Wings, more than likely she's going to be covered. And that's at the normal end. We're taking the Goblin line right here because that's the only one we have. So if she's averaging 28 points out of the last 18 games against damn near identical teams defensively, again, more than likely she's definitely gonna be able to get us 20 points if she's averaging 8 over that line. So if we go this little insight right here, again, she's definitely been cash money on this line every single time. If we look at the matchups that she didn't cover against these bottom ranked defenses, it was either because it was a blowout or she just didn't play much minutes at all. Sparks, surprisingly, center position is actually solid. But the other 2 games got hooked right here, and then this game got hooked right there by 0.5. So outside of that, though, I feel like Dallas should definitely be able to keep up in the game, along with them giving up a lot of points to her. So it should be pretty solid, in my opinion. That little insight speaks for itself to add the chair on top of everything. And again, them being the second worst team. And her resume against these guys is actually perfect. They haven't met so far this season, but last season she went 3 out of 3, averaging 30 plus guaranteed, 36, 28, and 42. And again, she did it with a minimum of 31 minutes, had 28 points right there. So again, the resume speaks for itself as well. Obviously, this was her MVP season last year, but again, this team is damn near the same this season with like their defense and everything. They have the addition of Paige and whatnot, but that doesn't really play a role in that interior defense, which she's going to be scoring at. So this speaks for itself. Last game had 42, and I feel like this one should be another good game for her. So we're going to be rock with this one as our second and final player, Asia Wilson, over that 19.5 points. Oh, they actually added a different goblin line. Honestly, let's see what the value is at 17.5. Honestly, you could just play it more safe. Last 20, last 10. Same thing. Honestly, I'll just take 19.5. You get like a 0.5x better payout. So either way, 19.5 points. We're gonna be rock with this one. Throwing $20, 150. Nice little 2.5x payout. I feel like this one should be a nice little 2-man that we could run on the channel and hopefully bounce back from yesterday's blowout that we ran into, unfortunately. As long as these ones are good games, again, more than likely they're going to end up cashing out for us. So player of the day, Skylar Diggins, 18.5 points and rebounds. Second player, Asia Wilson, 19.5 points. So these are my two players I'm going to give you guys for this Wednesday, July 16th WNBA slate. Again, I feel like this one should be an SL 2-man from the information and breakdowns that I just shared with you guys. And that is all I got for you guys. Again, please drop that like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. It'd be much appreciated. And if you guys haven't joined already, we got a free Discord. Link is down below in the description of this video, just where we post announcements, extra player props, and all that good stuff. So again, if you guys would like to join, completely free. Link is down below. But that is all I got for you guys on today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see you today.